Before we start the video, it's time for the KOG Boy roll call. This is for all the people who are supporting me as a KOG member of the month, and I appreciate ya. So big shout out to Ryan McDonough, Kato Senpai, and Apple, aka Don J. You guys are awesome, just saying. How's it going, guys? RNG Life here, and today, hey, did you guys know Carly is in Duel Links and she's a farmable character? I didn't because my internet was down for like 20 something hours. So I'm literally just finding out now that they decided to drop Carly, and I was like, oh, so this happened today, huh? So yeah, screw you, Spectrum. So the new Carly event is here, where she's available to farm. She's pretty much bringing her Fortune Fairy cards, which are not that fantastic, but I mean, especially because we're only getting like 2 of them, so it's not like we can even play her full archetype, but fair enough. They're giving us a taste so they can sell us the rest of them in a main box, most likely. But whatever. So, out of the cards that she's giving out stuff like Fortune Fairy Hikari, which I think is one of the main cards for the deck. It sets up most of the plays and so on and so forth. It's the UR. I think if you beat her 15 times, you will be able to unlock this card. I'm going to be showing you guys one really good farm deck that I've been using, but I'm also going to list off a few others that you could potentially use because I've been using a few others as well. So yeah, so Fortune Fairy Hikari basically says when you draw this card, you can reveal it and special summon it from your hand. If this card is special summoned from the hand, you can target one monster you control, send it to the grave, and if you do special summon one level 1 spellcaster type monster from the deck, and you can only use her effect once per turn. So that's fine and all. I mean, we got some Fortune Fairy cards and whatever, so if you're interested in Fortune Fairies, then cool, we got like 3 cards for their archetype. Congratulations. But if not, then you're probably going to be farming for Dwemer Path, because this card is actually pretty decent. This one says target one spellcaster type effect monster in your grave, add it to your hand, and GG. That's pretty much it. Just adding a free spellcaster from your grave to your hand. That's kind of nice, actually. So I can definitely see this being used in farm decks and so on and so forth. So I like it. I like it. Dwemer Path, not a bad card at all. So that's pretty much what you're going to be aiming for. Out of everything else, I think we probably already have Medium of the Ice Barrier, because I have 5 copies of her apparently, and also Quick Booster, which I believe was a login thing. So very nice Konami recycling login rewards as unlockable SRs and URs and whatever. Okay, fair enough. I mean, she's also giving out Fortune Fairy Chi. I was about to call her Fortune Cherry Chi, which is not the same card. But yeah, Fortune Fairy Chi. I guess, well, I don't really need to go into in-depth for Fortune Fairies because we can't play their deck yet, but we do have a bit of Spellbook support, believe it or not. So, Spellbook, Star Hall, and we also got Hermit of Prophecy, so that's pretty cool. So, Spellbooks might be playing around with a few more options, but whatever. Let me go ahead and show you guys the deck that I'm using. Alright, and this is the deck that I'm using. So, it is a very basic Red Eyes farm deck. Now, here's the benefit of this deck. I have seen some people using it, and I have also used it in the past for farms, and I've seen people using it, and they're just max out on Red Eyes Fusion. I'm like, dude, not everybody's gonna have access to 3 copies of Red Eyes Fusion. So what I'm doing today is I'm limiting myself, so all the free-to-play players can actually play this. I'm playing it from their perspective. So we're only running 1 copy of Red Eyes Fusion, and we're pretty much only running cards that you can acquire through the Red Eyes structure deck, and pretty much easy free-to-play methods. Another one is those copies of Red Eyes Insight. This card does not come in the structure deck, but you can use your Train Your Kuriboh tickets. So if you've been saving those, bam, just pick up 3 copies of this. Also, Prismatics, very nice. Save them for my Prismatic tournaments, dude. I want to see some Prismatic Red Eyes decks. I think that'd be pretty interesting. But yeah, so go ahead and pick up your copies of Insight to make this deck really busted. If you have 3, awesome. It's a really good card. This basically searches out any card you're missing. So Red Eyes Insight is kind of insane. It's like amazing. It's a really good card. So I highly recommend you have this card. You also have to run like 3 copies of Red Eyes. I recommend using the Prismatic Red Eyes because I know you guys got one of those if you've been playing. And since I'm only running 1 copy of Red Eyes Fusion, I'm also running 1 copy of Polymerization. It does not have to be a Prismatic, but the Prismatic is just a nice little flex, and it helps get us possibly 2nd copy of Red Eyes Slash Dragon if you have it. If you don't have it, whatever, you don't have to run this. It's fine. But yeah, so I'm running that because it's really nice to have 2 Red Eyes Slash. The whole deck is all about summoning Red Eyes Slash, turn 1, turn whatever. You just pretty much summon, or just a large Red Eyes monster. And when you summon one of these large boys, then you can start kind of just locking down. You have a big slashy boy, whatever, or just Red Eyes, and your opponent's just going to be defending. And then in that point, you just completely go off because you're going to be using Return of the Red Eyes to pretty much swarm the board and get a whole bunch of draw power with your White Elephant's Gift. So there's that. As for the warrior we're running Dark Blade. You can literally run any vanilla warrior that you want, dude. You can run Celtic Guardian if you really want to, but I was going to do it, but I was like, nah. I don't want because some people see the deck and they run it as is. So I figured I might as well give them some options. But whatever, so there's that. We have Gravekeeper's Vassal as our last turn engine, so this is what we do to pretty much end the game. Got our 2 copies of Union Attack. We have our, where are you, dude? Where's my card? Here it is. Secret Pass, so we can attack directly, even though you might or might not need it, but it's still a pretty decent card. And then the last one is Anti-Magic Arrows, just so she can't activate her trap that just cuts all your stats in half, because it's just really annoying for her to shut down your farm, and it's just like, what are you doing? Carly, let me play this card game. And that's pretty much what this is all about, and that's how we're going to be ending the game. So it's a pretty self-explanatory deck, to be honest. It's super easy. I'm pretty sure I've covered everything in this deck. I mean, aside from Red Eyes Wyvern, which is in the structure deck. So if you got like what how much does this cost? Like 500 to 1,000 gems to pick up a Red Eyes structure deck. You got this whole farm, my dude. So congratulations if you're a new player. You can actually farm her, and you could. I mean, you don't really get much, but you can do it. You can try it. And also, we don't really need a skill with this farm. That's why I love it, because I can give it to any character that I want to unlock skills with, and we can just keep it going. But whatever, that's that. You can also try an Unhappy Girl farm deck. You can try Cloudians. You can. I mean, I haven't tried Yubel, but I haven't tried Yubel, but I'm sure you could probably run Yubel as well, even though we don't have any GX characters right now, so we can't actually run her with her skill. So yeah, but you could probably also try running Yubel. I'm not sure about Yubel though. I'm not 100% confident, but yeah, I know I've tried Cloudians and I've tried Unhappy Girl. They both work pretty well, and she can't really do anything about it. One thing is you just use them anti-magic arrows. It's kind of really good. And in Cloudians, of course, you run your negation cards, but I don't want to show that off because not everybody has those negation traps that work with Sanctuary in the Sky. But whatever, that's pretty much the deck. Without further ado, let's go ahead and take this woman on. All right, and here she is, Carly Carmine, with the big swirly glasses. Very cool, dude. That is such an old classic anime trope, dude. Actually, it reminds me because recently we got a new anime adaptation of an old classic anime, which was, if you guys are aware of Orphan, Sorceress Stabber Orphan, whatever. The classic one had a little character with swirly glasses, and I was like, yeah, that's classic. That's like 90s anime stuff. And seeing it in like modern day, and you see a character with swirly glasses, and you're just like, what's going on here? It doesn't feel like it fits. But fair enough. Red Eyes Insight, we already have it. I'm telling you guys, Red Eyes Insight is amazing. It's kind of the best card in your deck. So we can already send away like pretty much whatever we want. I'm gonna send away a Wyvern because it's a pretty cool card, and it adds me a Red Eyes Fusion. So now that we have our Red Eyes Fusion, we can go ahead and go for the play. This is gonna give me a large Red Eyes monster on the field. Let's send our Dark Blade and this Red Eyes to the grave. So very cool indeed. She's probably gonna just play in defense if she wants, and then we'll attack and get a thing on it just so she can't really touch me. But there she goes. Is blue. Okay, there she goes. She's doing her thing. All right, sweet. Oh, how dare you! I had no equip. Oh well, I was not expecting her to go for sweet turn 1 because I was like, ah, crap, she does target me, and that's why I'm just like, I would like to have an equip on Red Eyes. But okay, look at her just going off right now. Alright, that's fine. How far does she banish her, by the way? Especially you can try to banish it until the standby phase of your next turn. Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't necessarily destroy me, but let's go ahead and Red Eyes Wyvern, do your thing. I'm gonna do this just to get my free Red Eyes out because we just need to kind of have monsters out here just so she doesn't obliterate us. But yeah, worst case scenario shenanigans right now, dude. It's literally showing off what is wait, what did she say? Something about her looking super lame? Was that it? Yeah, I know she gives me a draw, so that's pretty nice. I'll take that. Wonder Wand. All right, cool. Get them draw. Dude, she's gonna deck out. This girl's gonna deck out. I swear, dude. Alright, go ahead and defend, and we've managed to survive the worst that she can do. That was the worst case scenario, her having the Sui immediately, which is kind of sucks. And I'm just like, oh crap, I did not expect her to have Sui. But yeah, fair enough, we survived it, so we're good. Let's go ahead and activate our White Elephant's gift. I'm gonna get rid of my Red Eyes, draw some cards. I'm mainly trying to draw my trap so I can just start abusing it. Also because we need to draw cards as well, because she's been drawing a lot of cards, and it's kind of annoying. So now that I have my trap, I can immediately just start summoning our Red Eyes out here. So bam, we got our one. So in this game in particular, we were in a bit of a rough spot, but this is showing you worst case scenario what you do, because now I'm gonna summon my vassal, and yeah, we pretty much got lethal, 100%, million%, dude. I'm gonna go ahead and say Secret Pass. She doesn't have anything that can be annoying to us right now, not really, so we should be completely fine. And even then, we do have our anti-magic arrows. I mean, the worst she might have is that one trap that cuts all of the damage or monsters' attacks by half, but we really don't care about that. So let's go ahead and enter a battle real quick. Alright, and then bam. Anti-magic arrows, just in case you're planning something fishy. Attacking directly, and bam. This is how you beat a woman with dragons. Alright, and here it is. Let's see what we got. 8,700. I can assure you, you can get a pretty high score with this farm. It is a really, really good farm. I think out of all the farms that I've tested, I like the Red Eyes farm the most. It's just super easy to have one card that says, or one or two cards that just basically says, I activate this one card, search that one card that I really, really want, activate this one card, summon the one card that will save me, and yeah, you pretty much, that's your play style. So that's why I just really like this deck. And the negations are really, really good for Red Eye Slash and so on and so forth. So yeah, there you go. That's pretty much the farm. Let me know if you guys are running any other farm decks in the actual comments, because like I said, I've tried 3. I've tried Unhappy Girl, I've tried Cloudians, and I've tried this, and I can recommend all of them. I think they're all pretty decent, as long as you got that anti-magic arrows, by the way. I will say that. You run the anti-magic arrows. But whatever, that's pretty much that. And if you guys enjoyed, go ahead and leave a like, share, and subscribe for more Duel Links shenanigans. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today. Have a great day, and see you guys.